What's up, guys? I'm back with another video today, and today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind since the weekend. Little insights, talk it out, kind of flesh it out a little bit, and that is addiction. So, addiction, it's complicated, right? Like, everyone's different. There's different causes and roots and, pathologies in everyone, right? So I'm going to talk about it from my perspective because that's the only one that I'm really qualified to speak on. I think a lot of my addiction really stems from laziness, and that's something that I've kind of realized over the last little bit here. So you got your dopamine system in your brain, right? Which, your brain is like squirting out the juices, the yummy juices that feel good every time you collect a little coin or pick up a breadcrumb or whatever little step you make in the direction that you're going, right? You do something and your brain rewards you, and it's like, ooh, yummy, I'm gonna keep doing that. Let me keep following that little trail of nuggets. And like, taking it back to the good old days when everyone was a savage, we got the dopamine from doing shit like climbing a mountain or crossing a chasm or building a bridge or hunting a mammoth or whatever, or chasing down a woman to conquest or something like that. All the primitive caveman stuff, right? Don't cancel me, okay? I'm just saying what it is. Back in the days when everyone was a savage, right? We're basically animals, so we're getting dopamine every time we do a hard work that helps our survival. Now we got all this bullshit of social media, TikTok, porn. Yeah, I mean, I know you really been jerking that willy, but don't worry, because so have I. It's not good. My main addiction that I want to talk about, and that got me thinking about this, was the ganja, the good gas, that green, that leaf, the devil's leaf. I'm really addicted to this stuff, man. I can't tell you. So to give you some context of my life, my goal is to be a professional musician. Right? I make a lot of music. I post it. I have a second alias that I use just for music. I didn't want to post these on there because I didn't want to scare away people that are just there for tunes. So I made a separate channel, which is this one that you're seeing now. But I make a lot of music, or at least I try to. And I get dopamine when I'm making music. I'll like lay down a drum beat, dopamine. I'll lay down some synths, dopamine. But the thing is, doing all that tweaking and fine adjustments and stuff, it's hard work. So it's like slow dopamine. It's like a slow, steady drip. And it's like a slog, you're slogging. And it's hard to keep going on that dopamine trail when you could easily get way more dopamine just by, getting a little cart from down the street, throwing it on a little vape stick, and just instant dopamine. Like all the dopamine that I could have gotten for making a track, boom, 30 seconds. I just got like that. Or if I don't got weed or whatever, or money and stuff like that, you open up the hub, you do a little action, dopamine. As much dopamine as you would have got from like making like half a song. And so I'm thinking, wow, man, it's laziness. I'm too lazy to get dopamine the slow, or impatient maybe is a better word. Impatience to get dopamine the right way, the slow way, from doing actually useful things, and just trying to jump straight to the juice. Because it's hard to juice. You're like slogging and juicing. It's like you got one of those grapefruits and you're juicing it on one of those hand juicers. You're like, but I mean, with the ganja, for me, it's like you got a whole box of grapefruits, and you just dump them bitches in a juicer, and now you got a whole grape juice. So it's kind of a tough trade-off. But in the end, music is way more fulfilling. Art is way more fulfilling. I'm also learning how to draw, and that's another thing that this dopamine addiction is keeping me from. It's like drawing. It's like yeah, I'm talking to friends. It's all more fulfilling in the long run. But what is fulfillment? I'm gonna have to really think about this. Fulfillment, it's like you're happy, but you're not going any type of, you're not seeking, I guess. It's more fulfilling. What there's got to be a better word for fulfilling. Someone tell me what a better word is for this. Like, why is finishing a huge project that's like impressive, why is that better than like smoking some weed? I feel like that's the real question here. If I answer that question truly and fully for myself, then I'll be able to actually go the direction that I want to go, harness this more. But it's like, no, I just gotta go back to the weed and smoke that because it feels good, and if I smoke weed every day, then I feel good every day. But in the long run, you know, when I have those moments of clarity when I'm not smoking it, life sucks, man. I look at my life, you know, I'm 24. I work a 9 to 5 that, you know, isn't bad, but it's not what I would want to be doing with my life. If you ask my 16-year-old self what I'd be doing at 24, it's definitely not paperwork. And then my 9 to 5 doesn't pay me enough to live, so I have to rent a room for my uncle at way below market rates. So like, I'm dependent on family. It's like, this stuff isn't fulfilling. But then I hit the ganja and it's like, all that doesn't matter. It's like, now I feel good. I got the dopamine right now instead of slogging it out and collecting it over a long period of time. Like, it's weird, man. I have to really think about this more. I know I'm probably not giving anything new here in this video. If I had to give a piece of advice, I would say, if you haven't gotten too deep into the dopamine hole, then don't. If you're not addicted to porn, keep it that way. If you're not addicted to weed, keep it that way. If you're not addicted to scrolling stupid tweets, then keep it that way. I'd say just really try to focus on like the bigger picture and try to get the dopamine that way. I don't know how I'm gonna overcome this laziness to do that. Yeah, so that's about all I wanted to say in this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hope you have a good night.